What's your philosophy on the Buccaneers at the end of the game going for
Yes.
two on the road?
No, you know what? I go back and it's so funny because I thought about this last night and I think about it again this morning. Is Marty Schottenheimer, who was my mentor, he always said to me, when it comes down to making a decision, don't think of plays, think of players. And so I'm okay with what took place. I mean, I think from
Okay.
Todd's standpoint, I've watched it down through the years, and you talk about go for two, but the 2 point play. Keep in mind the success rate this year is like 31%. So it doesn't really make sense to do that. Now I understand Patrick Mahomes being on the other side would make you think, do you want to give him a chance in overtime if you don't get the coin flip? So those things come up, and we saw Mahomes do it against the 49ers in the Super Bowl. We saw him again do it last night. But at the same time, you also have to believe in your own football team and give them a chance. Again, let the players dictate it, not your decisions.
So if you had your wide receivers, who you're missing, Evans and
Yeah.
Godwin, would you have been more likely to then go for the 2 point conversion?
No, because I think he believed in his defense as well. I think number one, let's let this thing get in overtime. And again, if I had those receivers, now we're coming down to a coin flip. And I think the biggest thing I would just say, I think you want to revisit again. I know that you let them score a touchdown. Just that having both teams have a chance to touch the ball in overtime to me. And I know that what we have is fair. You got to play defense too, but man, if you have two offensive football teams that are built and going, and wouldn't you want to see them both touch the ball, even if the first one's a touchdown? That's the only thing I would just say about that.
I can't let Mahomes have the ball. I got a chance. I got to kill him.
I
I
know,
I do.
I know,
I
I hear you.
I just you're at the two. You may not get back down there, and I know that he's going to get back down there. I got to kill him. Can't do
Yeah,
it. But doesn't it feel? I don't know if this feels the same way with you, Bill. They feel almost underdogish. Like everybody's caught up in the Lions. They're scoring points. Like the Chiefs, it's like, man, they're barely getting by. They
I
don't,
know.
and they're undefeated.
They're comfortable in close games. I mean, I think you look at them and think about the people they're doing this with. Travis Kelsey, we all said he was getting too old. He's too slow. He's too worried about going to Taylor Swift's concerts. He had 10 catches last night. Kareem Hunt was on the street. Nobody wanted him as a running back. Uh, I mean, with Cleveland last year, you think they wouldn't want him back? And Kareem Hunt, he's been there before. DeAndre Hopkins, what did they give up for him? Like a fifth or sixth round pick? These guys were all integral parts of that. They come in and they just keep plugging it in, and they're going to get some guys back. Pacheco's going to come back at some point in this season. Andy does a masterful job. Steve Spagnuolo, I think, is one of the best defensive coordinators in the league. But they have a quarterback that is very comfortable in close games, very comfortable in the fourth quarter, and they just continue to do it week in, week out. And they're playing on the edge, but because they're playing on the edge, they keep that edginess week in and week out. They don't get comfortable.